Alright guys, today's lesson is about education and class. Class is being increasingly recognised as a factor which impacts education, students' experiences at school, their results and their opportunities out of school. Of course this doesn't happen in all situations, but often class can impact access to extracurricular activities, as well as their quality of education and the support they get, and finally the overall expectations and pressures which kids have from their friends, their family and their teachers. Here's Steph and she's going to talk to you about extracurricular activities.
While the pressures to be involved in extracurricular activities are high, they often come in a second rank to educational priorities. The benefits of after-school activities are multiple. They provide a social atmosphere for children to grow up in, fostering social skills and creating friendships. Sports, for example, teach children how to be fit and healthy while promoting team efforts. However, all these benefits can be undone by class. Not being able to afford the extremely high registration fees, spend the time training, or even get to certain venues can mean exclusion from these events, which can lead to bullying and discrimination.
How can you say that the quality of education can change by class?
The quality of education and support available to students is integral to their success. Higher socio-economic schools can afford more staff and therefore have a smaller ratio of teacher to students, which means more attention during classes. Supportive facilities in expensive schools, such as counselling or help desks, are also an advantageous necessity for students, one that cannot always be provided in other schools.
Children from any class would be expected to achieve at least a similar education level as their families are, or even higher, especially in the middle and upper class families. That is the reason why so many parents are willing to send their children to a high-quality private school with expensive fees. They put high expectations on their children in order to prove it is worth to make such a high investment. School and teachers want good results to show their values. Even the whole society is emphasizing education of next generation and expecting them to build a better future.
You are incredible. I just want you to stay in school, the both of you. Music is beautiful, but I want you to stay in school, okay? Put your books first and singing second.
So now we're going to look at cultural capital and its effect on education. First of all, does anyone know what cultural capital is? Any ideas? Cultural capital is basically the symbolic elements such as skills, ideas, and knowledge that one acquires through belonging to a particular social class. According to Paglia, although school is presented as meritocratic and equal to all, it is in fact an instrument of social reproduction as it teaches the social practices of the dominating or higher socioeconomic class. This puts students from lower class backgrounds at a disadvantage because they do not have this level of cultural capital, and it thus lowers their chance of success. In this way, school is what he calls a tool of symbolic violence. This refers to the process by which lower classes are dominated by higher classes without them even realizing it.
We don't need